What's up, you guys? Thank you for tuning in to ANALDEATH'S Rock Show. Today, we're going to talk about some new releases in deathcore and in metalcore that are fucking brutal, which leads me to believe that 2025 might be the most brutal year for deathcore that we've seen in a long fucking time. Here we go.
So welcome to my show where we like metal a lot, but we talk about it all. Hardcore punk rock, cause I can't forget I'm feeling. Just so you know, so grab a coffee or a beer, cause it's time for anal deaths.
Welcome back, you guys. So like I was saying, I want to talk about some deathcore and I want to talk about some fucking metalcore. We've had some new releases. The first one is Whitechapel's new single called The Visceral Wretch. Their first album, The Somatic Defilement, is by far my favorite Whitechapel record. If you like Whitechapel and you haven't listened to that album, turn this fucking stupid video off and go listen to that fucking record. I'll put a link for it in the description. That new single, Visceral Wretch, is fucking brutal. And it sounds like old school Whitechapel with old school Phil Bozeman vocals and old school guitars and drums. We're fucking back. We're back. Yes. Yes. Brutal Whitechapel. Yes. Please. No more cleans. Please. Just give me a fucking full record of that shit. Dear Whitechapel, a personal letter from I, ANALDEATH. Give me blast beats. Give me nasty vocals about rape and murder. Give me fucking nasty, chaotic guitar lead. Give me nasty, chaotic fucking guitar riffs that don't make sense so much to the point where they only make sense. Please, give us more. I will try to suck my own dick. I will try to suck my own dick. I don't think I can. The rest of the Whitechapel discography doesn't fucking suck. It's not a piece of shit. This Is Exile's great. Law is the Law is also very fun, but there's nothing like that first album. It came out with so much ferocity to the point where it changed everything, if you ask me. Obviously, Suicide Silence, those are the guys who we needed to do exactly what they did. But then fucking Whitechapel came with the Somatic Defilement and just change the theme. So please, Whitechapel, change it again. Make everybody stoked. It's 2025. Guys are girls and girls are guys, and nobody gives a fuck anymore. Just be brutal. Begging you, boys. Please. But 2 days after I learned of the new Whitechapel and fell in love, my best friend CJ shot me a text. Morty, it wasn't a single word. It was a Spotify link. And it was a Spotify link to a new single called The Ancient Call by a band you may know by the name of the Crimson Armada! We got new Crimson Armada! Ah! Crimson Armada. If you don't know anything about the Crimson Armada, go listen to the fucking Crimson Armada. I'll have a link for some Crimson Armada below. Old and new. We got new fucking Crimson Armada, and it bangs! It's so good! It's so good! It's like old Crimson Armada, but newer and better, with different parts and new words. Classic Crimson Armada guitar tone, classic Crimson Armada guitar riffs, classic Crimson Armada vocals, super choppy, super aggressive, super... Just like that, he sounds like a fucking goblin. He sounds like a goblin. He sounds more like a goblin than John Goblikon, who is a goblin. That guitar tone, it's not a perfect guitar tone. It's not super polished. It's rough and it's mean. I fucking love Crimson Armada, you guys, and we just got more. It's called The Ancient Call by Crimson Armada, and it has every little thing you love about Crimson Armada in it. It's so fucking fun. I will have a link below for you. By the time people actually watch this video, it's probably going to be pretty old news and the album's probably going to be out. But I found that shit. I found it from my friend CJ, who lives in Texas. Their last release, Conviction, it was really fun. It had some ups, it had some downs. Guardians obviously is a front to back fucking absolute smoke show. If you don't like Guardian by Crimson Armada, Fuck you. My wife. So after I learned of new Crimson Armada, and as I doom scrolled through Instagram Reels, it's a great way to start your day, by the way. Pick up your phone, go through Instagram Reels for about 2.5 hours, try to get like the really shitty political shit all in your algorithm and like beheading videos. It's like that's like a glass of grapefruit juice or a fucking beer for breakfast. The algorithm blessed me with a sneak preview of new Molotov solution. I fucking love Molotov Solution. Their album Insurrection is one of my favorite deathcore records of all time. Because a lot of bands only bring the core. It's all about the breakdown. Not fucking Molotov Solution. They bring the death. They bring the death metal side into the deathcore. And that's why I fucking love them, Morty. That's why I fucking love Molotov Solution, Morty. Nobody ever beats Molotov Solution, Morty. And I'll tell you why. Because they bring death metal. Everybody else brings hardcore. Fuck them. Molotov Solution rules. And we have new Molotov Solution. I'm gonna fucking freak out. If it's anything like their old shit, cool. If it's not, cool. As long as whoever's playing guitar is still playing guitar now, cool. And if not, guess what? It's still gonna be cool, because it's still fucking Molotov Solution. Another really important detail for me about Molotov Solution is you can tell how much time their fucking guitar players put into writing music, right? When people just slop stuff together, it's like, it's cool. You can do great fucking things with that, believe me. Believe me. But as a guitar player, I can always tell when somebody spends the extra time. I can tell when somebody cares about their riffs. I was always so sad because years would go by and I was just like, fuck, I mean, luckily there's enough to listen to, but I always wanted more because I feel like Insurrection was such a big step up from the Harbinger. And the Harbinger was really good, but Insurrection was fucking even better. And so I was really hoping for something after that. Go listen to Blood of the Tyrant, or The Blood of the Tyrant. There's blood and there's tyrants, and that song's fucking amazing. We got new fucking Molotov Solution, you guys. 2024, which means it won't be released till 2025. So my question still stands, is 2025 gonna be the most brutal year we've had in a long time? Last but not least, you guys, this one has a very special place in my heart. This band has 2 full records. This band has 0 live shows. They don't play shows because their shit's too gnarly. This band's called Infant Annihilator. If you don't know anything about Infant Annihilator, now's a good time for you to go and check out some Infant Annihilator because they just released a new EP. Just when you think that of all bands, Infant Annihilator can't possibly get heavier, it is nuts. We have pig squeals. They added some like really nasty, slower beatdown shit. It is a nice, evolved version of Infant Annihilator that I didn't think we were gonna get, you guys. But I did not see coming an Infant Annihilator slowing it down a little bit and getting fucking real nasty with it. Which leads me to question, right? Infant Annihilator doesn't play shows, right? Because, I mean, any drummer, even if you trigger your kicks, can't drum like you can't fucking do that. You need to do that on a computer. But with this new stuff, you guys, there's a couple parts where obviously that needs to happen. But hey, fuck, if they could sample that into their live set and he plays everything else, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd go see it. I want to fucking go see Infant Annihilator just because I've loved them for so long and they don't fucking play. But this new EP, ladies and gentlemen, is not like that. This new EP is pretty playable, other than a couple small sections. But again, if those are sampled, I could see Infant Annihilator fucking hitting the road with this EP. Who wouldn't want to see that live? It would be an absolute spectacle. Vocally, doable. Guitar-wise, doable. Bass-wise, obviously doable. Drum-wise is the only thing that comes into play, right? Drumming is the only thing where it's almost impossible. But then you go on Instagram and you see bros doing covers of Decapitation Fornication, see bros doing covers of Soil the Stillborn. They're out there. People are doing it. which I have a feeling now that Infinite Annihilator is still working on shit without playing any shows, these motherfuckers are just doing it for the love of the game. And if that is the case, if that's what we're experiencing, guys, I have a feeling we might get some Infinite Annihilator shows. 2025 might be the most brutal fucking year in deathcore in a long time. Since like 2011? Is there a beer that you can think of that is heavier? And do you have examples? Because if you don't, shut the fuck up. If you do, message me on Instagram, comment below, give me a year that you thought was the heaviest year. Tell me if you can find a year that you think is more brutal. And if you can, fuck yeah. If I think you're right, I'll do a video about it. If I see you at a show, I'll buy you a fucking beer and a shot. 2025, mark my words, brutal as fuck. I guarantee this year's gonna be fucking super brutal. I can't wait. We're gonna talk about it. Every single release, we're talking shit. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for listening. I appreciate you tuning in. If there's any other releases that you can think of that you want to talk about or you want me to talk about, comment, message. I love y'all motherfuckers. You guys are my fucking favorite. So if you have a beer, cheers to you. If not, high five. Thank you.